It has been a little while since I made one of these. It's been several months, I think. But when I have the time, I want to try and do more of these secondary commentary videos. And you can already see the screen, because I got the screen right up here, all big. And this is about a tweet sent by none other than everyone's favorite Shaun King. So, Shaun King tweeted, "A family just sent me this. They were bothered. Even the school photo order forms feed into racial stereotypes of what kids of certain races should or should not be doing. At LifeTouch, you can do better." And you can see in this photo, it says, "Spring portraits your way." And there's a young woman who is ethnically ambiguous with a violin. There's another young white girl. I don't know, is that a saddle? I'm not sure what she's holding. There's a young black child, a young black boy with a football in his hand. And then there's a young white kid, potentially Latino, I'm not sure, ethnically ambiguous, I think, to be fair, with headphones on. It says, "Fill out the picture day selection form in the class picture form." This is pointless. This tweet is, in my opinion, fake news. What's the right word for this? Ridiculous, reaching, manipulative. There's a lot of things wrong with this. Look, I don't know what he's trying to imply here. He doesn't exactly say what about this form feeds into racial stereotypes. I mean, is that a saddle? I don't know what the white girl is holding. Is it that the girl with the violin? I think he's talking about the black kid with the football. But a lot of kids play football. Like, it's racist if this kid actually likes football and wanted to have a football? Like, I don't understand what the point of this tweet is. No, that's not true. I actually do understand the point of this tweet. I'm just trying to point out that if we were to take this at face value and assume that what Shaun King is tweeting is genuine, it's hard to know what the hell he's trying to convey here, because he's not saying anything very specific, and he's just saying, "Hey guys, this is racist." It's not racist. I really don't see anything about this being racist. But here was my response. "You have to constantly escalate the rhetoric to keep people engaged and sharing. Over time, your posts start to become extreme, like in this instance. It's almost like drug dealing. Your customers grow tolerant of what you feed them, so you have to up the dosage." And that is what we are seeing here. In my opinion, we are seeing Shaun King having to up the dosage. Look, I've talked about this on my main channel in several videos. When a news story comes out saying, "Hey, look, this thing might be racist," people will click on it. They'll share it because they're alarmed by that. People like justice, and they don't like seeing people attacked unjustly. So, you see this post, you say maybe it's racist, and everyone clicks it. Well, the next day, they say, "Hey, that worked. We should make another post just like it." And they do. But no one clicks it this time. Why? Because people already heard the story. They know that this might be racist. They heard what you had to say about it. They're bored. So what do? Increase the dosage. See, your customers are becoming tolerant to the drug you're feeding them, the rage drug. You're trying to get them angry so that they share your content. But like any drug, people start to become tolerant to it. So then the next article you put up will be titled, "This is racist." And then people will look at it and say, "Wow, I guess this is racist. That makes me angry." And then what happens the next day and the next day? Eventually, no matter how much you up the dosage, there's only so many times you can call the president Orange Hitler or equate conservatives with Nazis before people start to just kind of lose interest because we've heard it over and over again. What happens then when you run out of things to call racist? Well, we see this post from Shaun King. School portrait forms are feeding into racial stereotypes because someone's playing a violin, some kids got headphones, and I'm assuming he's saying that because the black kid has a football, that's racist. And I think that's racist. I think Shaun King is being racist here by insinuating that there is something that a kid has to be doing based on their race. Look, man, kids play football. I don't care what the kid's race is. You want to play football? That's fine. Go ahead and play football. You want to play with a violin? You want to wear headphones or whatever this girl's holding? I don't know. I think that's a saddle. I can't really tell. The point is, you can be whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, no matter what your race is. And we're sort of seeing this inversion of social justice, because where else can it go but back around in a complete circle? To the point where there was a time where people in this country, based on their race, couldn't play sports, couldn't be active in certain things, couldn't even get married to other people of different races. And through progress, through voting, and through change, and through time, we got rid of these things and said, you know, man, it doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter what your gender is. It doesn't matter what your identity is. It doesn't matter what your race is or nationality or religion or age. Do your thing. But now it's coming full circle. Now, if you do your thing, if you play sports, now that's racist. Seriously. It's come to the point where a kid who's holding a football, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about too, or violent or whatever, it is racist now to simply depict someone doing something. Let me just say it. In my opinion, Shaun King is a rage dealer. He is dealing the drug of rage to people to get them to share content so he can generate traffic, following, whatever it is he does. I mean, the dude's got nearly 1 million followers, like 926,000 followers. There are a lot of nonprofits, okay? Look, I worked for nonprofits, and they have a mission, just like Shaun King has a mission. People with a mission are dangerous. Companies with missions, organizations with missions are dangerous. You know why? Because the mission can't last forever. So what happens then? When the mission is complete, the mission has to change, or they have to make you think the mission has not changed. There are certain nonprofit organizations that probably aren't as necessary today as they were 40 years ago, but they're going to try and convince you that everything is racist, that everything's a problem. And that's just another thing we're seeing here with good old Mr. Shaun King. So, you know what? It is what it is. He's going to do his thing. More power to him. I think Shaun King does activism, and there are certain things he brings up that are really important that need to be brought up. There are problems with police brutality. But what happens when there's no news? Well, you can just share something that's not really racist and claim it is, because at least then you'll get some retweets and you'll be doing something. I don't know, whatever. Make sure you guys subscribe to my main channel over at youtube.com/Timcast. This channel is mostly just going to be commentary and other videos when I have time to do it. Typically, I kind of rag on Twitter conversations here, or I make points about some of the comments brought up. This is more commentary. My main channel is more like news and commentary, and this is just kind of nonsense, because do you really need to see me rant about this stuff? Not really, but thanks for watching anyway, and stay tuned to this channel because more videos like this when I feel like it. Adios.